Duncan Mackay, ladies and gentlemen, Duncan Mackay.
Good evening. Last Sunday, I went for a flight in a hot air balloon. I'll tell you who had a much better experience than me. The people down in the basket. I'm up top getting roasted, they're just smelling bacon for breakfast. I went out on a date the week before. My girlfriend was a bit upset with me though, because I hadn't invited her. I enjoy a bit of travelling, including some trips overseas. I've including some romantic interests actually in China and the United States. But nothing compares to coming back home and slipping into my 22-year-old Subaru for a road trip around Australia. So as CJ said, I'm Duncan. Statistically speaking, you're probably not. Unlike King Duncan from the play Macbeth, I haven't yet been stabbed to death, but the night is young. Something about being Duncan is sometimes people will spontaneously break out into song when they meet you. I'd love to have a beer with Duncan. I'd love to have a beer with Dunk. The next line in a song about drinking in moderation is a bit of bullshit. At least it was when I was younger. I've got to watch myself these days, getting a bit older. Remember a beer on tap down in Moorabbin a couple of years ago. It was called Colin, I think I'm going to need a liver transplant. Had this picture of a bloke bent over, clutching his guts, and I thought, geez, that's some brutal product naming right there. Bloody honest. And I thought, what else could I come up with? Maybe a pickup truck called Fuck, we really crushed that pedestrian, didn't we? And then there's, what was the other one I come up with? Oh yeah, Dead Set Funeral Services, 100% guaranteed weight loss. It's for that pedestrian back there. My best mate Cole, he invited me to be best man at his wedding, and I gave a cracking good speech, both times actually. That's what gave me the idea to do a bit of stand-up, also a bit of preparation for the next one. Just kidding, Cole. Meredith. Another mate of mine, Hakan, when I told him I was going to do this, he's like, are you serious? I'm like, well, I better not be too freaking serious. This kind of defeats the purpose. I gained my current physique from working in a pizza shop around the turn of the millennium. Say it that way, it sounds pretty ancient. My doc says that I ought to be getting in shape, but he's been non-specific as to what shape. But as I'm galloping into my late 40s, at a rate that seems much faster than the usual 1 year per year, there's some serious Star Trek shit going on there, I swear. I would have couched that in more physics-related terms, but I thought I might have ended up with like Schrodinger's audience, laughing and not laughing at the same time. Which reminds me, I forgot to let the cat out. Can you make a note? Yeah, so as mentioned in a previous joke, I drive an old car, partly to keep that joke above board, but also I hate these new advanced driver assistance systems, whatever they call. They really shit me up the wall, as opposed to actually a rental car that I had in Brisbane once with very aggressive lane keeping that wanted to run me into a wall. I don't normally like being in the emergency department at hospitals, but I do get a bit of a chuckle when I hear someone announce over the PA, "Code Brown." which is a bit fucked up when you think about it, because I'm laughing at a mass casualty event whilst thinking about an uncontrolled bowel situation. I died once in 2012. I got better. But I was gone for a minute. I was on another plane of existence for just a while. Not plane as in Pauline Hanson's aircraft, the Please X plane. But no, I was in another realm. I'd tell you more about the afterlife, but I'd have to kill you. Not because it's any top secret, it's just the best way to explain it. Anyway, I'm still alive. So are you. Let's keep it that way. I've been Duncan. You haven't. That's not your fault. Good night.
So that's all. Duncan Mackay, ladies and gentlemen.